Marrakesh, known for its maze of bustling souks. Morocco's iconic Red City attracts hundreds of tourists every day, and tourism is vital to the country's economy. A recent report by the Ministry of Tourism says nearly 3.5 million foreigners visited Morocco in the first 5 months of this year. And as the economy's second largest sector, tourism accounts for around 8% of GDP, employing some 500,000 people. But the threat from Islamist extremists in the region and Tunisia's beach massacre in June by a militant gunman have seen bookings slump. A travel advisory issued by the British government at the start of this month, citing a high threat from terrorism, hasn't helped matters either.
Everyone here in Marrakesh lives thanks to the tourism. The taxi driver, the hotels, the restaurants, the Jam El Fna Square, everyone here lives thanks to tourism. All the hotels, they feel that there is a kind of decrease in terms of arrivals, of number of nights and revenues. But for me, it's a period of turbulence, and I keep hope. I keep hope because our country is a great country, it's a great kingdom, and we're doing many efforts to reassure the world, to reassure the tourists, and I hope it's going to be stable.
Morocco's security services have been on high alert since last year. The kingdom says it's broken up several Islamist militant cells and announced a spate of arrests just over 2 weeks ago. It's thought around 1,500 Moroccans have been recruited by Islamic State, a worrying trend the government is trying to stem.
Morocco's approach is based on 3 pillars: security and good governance within this sector, but also social development and the reconstruction of the religious dimension, notably through the training of imams and by using religious discourse to combat radicalization. There is a clear threat. All countries face security challenges, but Morocco is managing the situation well in spite of this emerging threat and increased instability in the region.
In a bid to reassure its visitors, the Moroccan authorities have beefed up security in some of the most popular spots across the country. And we're at one of them in Marrakesh's main square. It's packed and full of tourists from across the world. So how safe do they feel?
Of course we think about security, but in spite of that we do feel safe, and we think we are no safer here than in France or anywhere else in the world.
Looking at the map, we saw that where really the problems were, we decided was far enough. So we thought, okay, the problem is everywhere you go, probably you could still think, okay, it's not safe. So we just decided, let's do it, and it all worked out good.
The last attack by suspected militants in Morocco was 4 years ago, here in Marrakesh, when an Islamist bomber blew apart a popular tourist cafe, killing 15 people. Morocco knows it must allay fears of any future incident, and fast, if it's going to protect its vital tourism industry. For now, there appears to be some confidence it can. Clementine Logan, CCTV, Marrakesh, Morocco.